Today on Navigating Retirement, the second part of our look at basement dwellers, or the young people that are coming back home instead of moving out and going on to careers and that kind of thing. Let's talk about that, David, and maybe start with the growth in this since the early 80s, because you've got an article there that points out it's been going up since about 81.
I was reading in the Globe this last weekend, and back in the day, in the 80s, when I was in that age bracket, it looks like there was probably somewhere around 40% of the population was living at home between 20 and 29. Yeah. And now that's it's gone up to pretty close to 60%. So it's increased quite a bit.
That's about 50%, eh?
Yeah, it's a big increase. But you know, that being said, I was just looking at another thing. Maybe it's probably because there's a growing influence of millennials. And millennials are 18 to 34-year-olds.
These are the guys staying home.
That's right. So they've gone from, they represent about 36% of the segment of the population versus baby boomers that are 31%. So yeah, it's a big part of increasing costs that people looking to retire have to incur.
Jeff, maybe some examples of some of those costs. So what is it costing the parents?
Well, I mean, the obvious things, room and board and food and cell phones.
They eat a lot.
They eat a lot. You know, there's all the sort of running the household parts, but one of the other things is it's a different society now. It's a throwaway society, and so phones are getting upgraded every 2 years. Laptops are getting upgraded.
Don't forget the non-financial
costs.
Like you said, there's lots of things psychology-wise.
Yeah.
You know, like you think about it from a standpoint of, you know, lack of sleep. Yeah, that's we're going through that right now. Yeah, that's right. Some people, depression, changes in habits, those sorts of things. The other one that I've seen is that maybe people delay their retirement longer, and that's you know, that could have a psychological cost on people. But there are positive aspects to this, by the way. So you know, a lot of people get a lot of satisfaction out of taking care of you know, their parents on the one end.
The sandwich generation.
Yeah, that's right. And then their Velcro kids that keep coming back on the other end.
We never leave.
And Jeff, what about the planning then? How does this affect the planning of the parents? I mean,
well, in previous generations, that wasn't as much a part of the plan, but now we have to look ahead and assume that these are going to be the realities. Our kids will stay longer. Our costs of having them there will continue and possibly be higher. And at the same time, parents, if they move in, that's an additional cost. And for a lot of people out there, they have both at the same time, which is the sandwich generation.
So David, if people are looking for more information, they check out your website?
yourlifeyourplan.ca.